Gwyneth Paltrow was a headlining speaker at the recent Mind Valley Manifesting Summit. We joke a lot about the constant stream of women's summits in our society, but this was a manifesting summit, and I can't think of a more fitting headliner than Gwyneth Paltrow. She is the queen of manifesting. And when she was featured on one of their panels, they asked her about her Goop lifestyle brand and all of the backlash that it's received over the years, especially with a lot of publicity stunts like a vagina called this. Should I even say this out loud? This smells like my beep candle. That was the most infamous of them all, but she also has necklace vibrators and all sorts of things for your sexual wellness.
Here's why it pays to pay attention, men. Like, imagine like you watch this show, you learn about this, and then you go out on a first date and you see a woman wearing like the Goop vibrator necklace.
Yeah.
It's a red flag detector.
You know how to clock it.
And you either run the opposite way or approach or proceed with the information.
Yeah, so on this panel, Gwyneth Paltrow shared some choice words for the people that make fun of her Goop brand. Go Goop yourself. That's not actually what she said, but she should have said that.
She should have said that.
Let's play the clip from this panel.
Here we go.
You launched a candle called Smells Like My Vagina. Was there a part of you that thought, maybe I should start with lavender room spray?
That product is so fascinating because we were messing around with different scents one day and I smelled something and I was like, oh, that smells like, I was joking. And then he was like, oh, we should make that a candle and put it on the site.
Of course, it was a guy who came up with that idea.
And I thought he was kidding. And I was like, yeah, definitely. That sounds like a winner right there.
Remember, the transcript will always read that you said yes. That's a charlatan's best move is to use your sarcasm against you.
And then all of a sudden, it was literally on the website. And then we broke the internet again. And then it took us a long time to live that one down. But I kept it on the site because there is an aspect to women's sexuality that I think we're socialized to feel a lot of shame. And I sort of love...
Yeah, there's nothing more common in America these days than women feeling shameful about their sex. Yeah, that's real common.
Loved this kind of punk rock idea. We are beautiful and we are awesome. And
it's that millennial song again.
Go fuck yourself.
There's literally no group less shamed for their sexual behavior than like modern day American women.
We need more shame, if anything. We need more shame in this culture. And I do love how unapologetically out of touch Gwyneth Paltrow is. She is kind of a favorite of the show for that reason. She doesn't try to hide it. She doesn't try to seem like she's down to earth. She is just unabashedly, completely out of touch and elitist.
The manifesting summit. Because calling it the charlatan summit just wouldn't fly.
This was a huge score for them to get Gwyneth Paltrow at the manifesting summit. Like, can you think of a better pick for your target audience?
I wonder if they had like the creator of the summit on to talk about how he or she manifested the summit about manifesting into existence.
It was definitely a she. It was definitely a crystal chick. Yeah. So I went to find the product page for that infamous candle, and it looks like it's no longer for sale.
No.
But the collaboration was between Goop, her brand, and a perfume brand called Heretic. And they still have a tribute to the candle on their website, offering the story behind that candle. A little punk rock, a lot of funny, and undeniably subversive. This Smells Like My Beep candle started with Goop's Gwyneth Paltrow and Heretic founder Douglas Little. We're experimenting with scents, and she declared to one, "This smells like a beep." From there, they crafted this best-selling body-positive concept intended for those who want to destigmatize their
odorous
Beep.
vaginas.
And celebrate it for the sexy flower it is.
Wait, so
The notorious candle that started it all.
This is body positivity gone too far. Read that whole quote again from the start.
The whole thing.
The last part there.
They crafted this best-selling body positive concept intended for those who want to destigmatize the V and celebrate it for the sexy flower it is.
But right before that was something about like what it smelled like. Look, you should have some shame if it smells bad.
Well, here's the thing. I find it hard to believe that
We've normalized enough.
that anyone's wherever smells like the following blend of bergamot, cedar, ambrette seed, damask rose.
Plus this says...
I don't think anything smells like that.
It's also a lie because she said in that clip that it smelled... That her quote was that it smells like a...
Not hers.
Vagina, not hers.
Just someone's.
So now we're saying that it's not just that it smells like a vagina, it's that it smells like her vagina, hence the quote.
I thought the whole selling point was that you were buying a candle specifically scented like Gwyneth Paltrow's Down South.
Oh,
I thought that was the appeal.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just the universal V smell.
Does she smell douche? Does she sell douches? I bet you she sells douches.
I didn't see any. I perused her website and it was just a never-ending onslaught of different shaped vibrators. I mean, how many vibrators could you possibly need? They were all, it's like modern art, you know?
Yeah.
Like when you go into a modern art museum, all of the sculptures, they look like those vibrators on the Goop website. Just amorphous blobs, and they're called things like, I don't know, your best friend.
Yes.
They also sell scented ceramics that are the same name. Yeah. And a rollerball scent as well.
She does know how to brand. I will give her
Yeah.
that. She knows how to brand, and that
Say
is
what you
hugely
will.
important, right? First of all, women love discussing manifesting. They do.
They do,
They love to talk about manifesting. Much like the crystal chicks, though, it's been turned into a business. The business of selling manifesting
Yeah.
courses.
I
to
should
people.
read a couple of quotes from Gwyneth Paltrow at the Manifesting Summit, which dispensed quite a lot of wisdom. You have the power to create the life and body you want. Believe in yourself. Groundbreaking. Here's another one. Manifestation isn't about doing more. It's about becoming more you.
Mhm.
I don't know what any of that means.
Smart
honestly.
men should just be creating all businesses around empty platitudes because women love empty platitudes. I guess in today's day and age, men love empty platitudes as well. But you are strong, you are beautiful, you are valid, ladies.
Goop became Gwyneth Paltrow's way to explore, evolve, and lead with intention. Not a pivot.
What does that mean?
An expansion.
What does leading with intention mean?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
I think that Gwyneth Paltrow would have to explain that for us.
I would love to hear the word salad. The word goop.
Here's another one. For Gwyneth, manifestation isn't about wishful thinking. It's about tuning in, getting honest with yourself, and taking action from a place of truth.
Okay, never mind. Guys do this too. It's Luke Belmar saying that he studied, and guys saying, I locked in. I'm locked in.
This was one of the marketing materials for the Manifesting Summit. Manifest from identity, not effort. Love how the entire selling point is like, you just don't have to work for any of your goals.
Yeah.
You can think about them and they just appear.
As long as you're authentic, your goals will just happen.
More vision boards and more results. Start by embodying the version of you that already has it. Ask yourself, how does my future self feel, act, and walk into a room? That's alignment, not magical thinking.
It's definitely magical thinking.
No, it's alignment. You don't understand.
Definitely magical thinking.
And I also saw that they are still selling the vibrator necklace, which is supposed to be an inconspicuous sex toy that you wear around your neck in front of people in public.
Okay.
And they say This pretty bullet-shaped pendant is here for the transition from a night out to a night in. It's a necklace and a vibrator, now in its second generation and stronger than ever.
Okay.
Non-returnable.
No.
Thank God.
You can't manifest a return of this product.
Yeah, no.
It would be inauthentic to do that.
Can you imagine if they had returns and just resold you someone's used vibrator necklace?
Probably would.
Yeah, no.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.